Hello and welcome to the TCF Morning Show. It is Tuesday, March 10th. I am joined tonight by Pigoy at TCF Pigoy and Boomy at Boomy TCF. You can follow me, Zach Lilia, at Z Lilia, Lilja TCF. The main page is at typical_Chicago. Instagram and Facebook. Typical Chicago fans, follow us on there. Go on our YouTube page. Subscribe to the YouTube page if you would like. We put all of our morning shows on there, and then when we do the Typical Chicago Fans podcast, we put them up on there. And then whoever gets your podcast from, Apple, Spotify, Spreaker, type in Typical Chicago Fans. If you're on Apple, subscribe, rate, review. Leave us a 5-star rating if you would like. And then also, if you're on Spotify, follow and give us a review on there. And then if you're anywhere else like Spreaker or something, type in Typical Chicago Fans. Do what you got to do. Shout out to the Muddy Otter. Monday was the 1-year anniversary of the Muddy Otter. If you use the promo code 1year in all caps at checkout, you will get a 40% off one item. Again, that is 1 year in all caps. And if you get a mug, just like this one right here, you could ask for the Typical Chicago Fan logo if you would like. But there's mugs just like this at themuddyotter.com. Follow them on Twitter, on Facebook, and Instagram. And then, like you said, it's their 1-year anniversary Monday, so go wish them a happy 1-year 1-year anniversary. Is that how we'd say it? 1-year anniversary. Happy 1-year anniversary to the Muddy Otter,
right.
Hannah and Mitch Prentice. They said they got some big news coming up here in the next few weeks, but he said promo code 1year in all caps at checkout gets you 40% off of one item. TheMuddyOtter.com. Like I said, follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and then shout out to Score Trader. Go on to the Apple Store, type in Score Trader, and download the app. Make an account for free, play for free. Boomy, like you said, what do we got coming up here?
We have some. We've got a couple more states coming up this week. Illinois will be here within the next week, so lots to get into. It's down to basically Bernie and Joe right now, but you could be a candidate for cash prizes just by playing Score Traders to Vote 2020 event. Head over to the Apple App Store, and they do like individual states, and they also do the whole overall national convention, which will happen in July. But it's a freestanding, continuous trading market for the state primaries and caucuses. You can win, like we said, in each of those single events, but it's also the points in the total overall convention. But it also gives you the freedom to change your picks as you go throughout. So if you maybe were high on Pete Buttigieg and he drops out, then you can change your picks over to Bernie or Joe, whoever you think might win. But it integrates into the app, which is a great way to kind of get and stay tuned with politics and what's going on in the Democratic Party. So if you're interested at all in politics or know that you kind of need to get into it, now is the time. Go to the Apple App Store and download the Score Trader app and get in already, man. And check out their Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Head over to their YouTube for a tutorial if you need one. Take like 2 minutes. You'll have it down in no time. So get on that.
If you're getting into it, you maybe don't know what's kind of going on, just go over to YouTube. They got an easy little tutorial video there for you. They'll make it easy to learn how to use the app. Again, go to the Apple Store, type in Score Trader, download the app, play for free. All free on the app. Thank you to our sponsors, The Muddy Otter and Score Trader. About yesterday, we did a show, but me and Boomy kind of had, technically I think we both have tooth problems.
Yeah, my tooth problem is turning into a head problem. I know I need a root canal done on another tooth. That's what happens, kids. Make sure you go to the dentist every regular day. Go for 10 years, and it cost me like 3 cavities and 2 medically come by bad teeth. So it's one of those. I know I need one, and I think it flared up an infection when I was flossing last night, and it's moved. If you can't tell, my face is a little bit chubbier on this side, and it's also inflaming my lymph node, which is scaring the hell out of me. So I'm gonna go get that checked out. Just the time change, and then this, little bit of a head problem, man. It just wasn't a great Monday,
Unfortunately for me, I think mine's just kind of bad luck. I think I have a wisdom tooth maybe coming through or something. So there's really nothing you can do to stop that other than go get them out. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to go to the dentist tomorrow and kind of see how that's gonna go. Pigoy was kind of coaching me up a little bit on the old wisdom teeth surgery, I guess you'd say. So I'll have to go tomorrow and get that checked out. So yesterday's show, we kind of just got rid of it, scrapped it. Maybe we'll talk about.
It wasn't our best.
I'll
be honest. As we were recording the whole time,
hey, you're playing hurt. You guys
I was.
Yeah, we just didn't have energy the whole. Just the fastball tonight.
Yeah, I think maybe I was also had a little bit of a hangover. So that also affected it. But other than that, we're going to get back into it today. Boomy, can you tell the people about the shirt you got on right now?
Yeah, it finally came in. We just had Dom on last week. Posted my order, I think on the last day, like March 1st, and got my Kyle Schwarber collab hoodie with the Dom. Got the Morale Supply Company, and then Kyle Schwarber's his charity, Hometown Heroes,
Neighborhood Heroes,
I believe is the name of that. Shout out. It is so comfy. And Dom even said in the show, he's like, they run a little slim, so be careful. I almost wanted to size up, but I didn't, and I love it. I've had it on since I got the mail at like 5 or at 6 o'clock. This thing's awesome, man.
Dude, I love the short sleeve hoodie. I love that look.
It feels great, and it's like fairly warm because it is technically a hoodie, but it's also I got the flexibility and I don't have to worry, about the sleeves or anything like that. And I don't know, man, it just turned out really nice. I really like it. It was well worth every penny. Glad to help out the Schwarber, charity, the Hometown Heroes, and help out our guy Dom. So it was good. It was good collaboration.
Follow our guy Dom. It's Dom_Frederick. He has just made an Instagram page, so go shout him out. Go follow him on there. He's the best content will be coming out of there from our director of morale, Frederick. So shout out to Dom and shout out to Kyle Schwarber, a great collab for a great charity. It's a charity, right?
Yeah.
Charity. Neighborhood Heroes, Boomy.
Oh yeah. Again, I'm here, but there's parts of me.
I was just trying to say what it was.
I appreciate it.
Not many times I get to correct people, Boomy. Not many times I get to correct people.
Take advantage when you can.
Well,
man.
let's get into it right now. For this podcast, is a big thing: sports betting legal in Illinois. Our guy Eddie Olczyk went out and he made a bet on the White Sox to win the pennant. The first
legal bet
in Illinois. We got March Madness coming up here next Thursday, but we got conference tournaments throughout the week, and even we got preseason baseball. You could even or spring training baseball you could go on. We got NBA, and now it is officially legal in Illinois. There's I think the kiosks are they like computer ones right now. Do they have like the ones you get the tickets from, or what's that all about?
Yeah, so I was following our guy Joe O that we had on the podcast, or you guys had on the podcast.
I think 670 was at Rivers Casino all day today.
Yeah, and he was on there, and he was boots on the ground, and they have actual betting windows. You can go get an actual ticket, or there's just a wall of like kiosks.
I've seen that.
Like a lot of kiosks.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
it's a good idea.
With both of them, it's the sports book look awesome at Rivers. I mean, it's definitely a step in the right direction for the state of Illinois for sports betting.
Yeah.
And if I saw right, the odds were not terrible. A lot of like 112, 113, 114, nothing too like the juices, averages 110. I mean, it's not too far off. So
anywhere 10 to 20 is not bad on juice. Like you get states that like I saw like Pennsylvania wanted to go like 30 and 40. Like that's not realistic at all. So I mean, anywhere between 110 and 120
in Tennessee,
is fair.
They wanted to have like pushes on a parlay be losses and stuff like that. Like they're trying to put random stuff in like that. But like you said, with the March Madness starting up next, I think Thursday is when the first round is. They said I think the
first round is like games. Tuesday.
But they got I think the amount of kiosks is a smart idea because there's going to be a lot of bets. It's cool to get the window bet. But if it's gonna make it quicker, I want the ticket
want
as
the
quick
ticket
as
in your
possible.
hand.
That's why I think that's really smart what they did with it. As critical as we've kind of been of it because it's taken so long, I think the first day of it couldn't have gone really any better. I think it went really well. Like I said, they had 670 to score at River Casino. They kind of hyped it up. Joe O's been on this since the day it was down at, was it Congress? Is that what it is? Or yeah,
Yep.
Well,
was
General
because he was
Assembly.
at that meeting there, which was kind of cool when it became legal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we're getting into it. I think as much as we wanted it at the beginning of the year, I think this is a great time for it to get back going. Is get going is right before the first round of March Madness, which is one of the craziest sports days of the year. And Illinois is really going to figure out why they are happy that they got sports gambling legal when they get to cash in on a nice little payday, I think, on the first few rounds of March Madness.
And like,
Absolutely.
to your point, like, if they didn't have it ready by football season, which they probably should have, they had to have it ready
if it
by
wasn't
now.
ready by the March, if it came any time after the beginning of March Madness, then it would kind of get ridiculous in a way because what were you waiting for? But I think maybe
Right.
they were kind of looking at this date as a good time to get going, and it's really going to pay
Yep.
off because it's also like I said, the Monday right before the conference tournaments get going. It's a great time. Like I said, we always said with the start of marijuana being legal in Illinois, it was that first day when a lot of people had that first day off, which was a great day to have them all opened up and people were going to get it. This is also a great time for gambling to get going. If there wasn't another time other than the beginning of the year, this is it.
Right, because
Sure.
you can't trot this out like, hey, it's baseball season. Like,
you can't, like the
that's
beginning
it.
of baseball season or any really beginning of anything other than this. Like this is the biggest sports gambling event of the year. It has to be. I could be wrong. I'm just kind of throwing that out with no knowledge.
agree.
But the first two rounds of college basketball of the March Madness have to bring in just so much money.
Oh,
So exciting times for Illinois. I have a question. I don't know if either of you can answer this. What's up with FanDuel? Can we use FanDuel now? Because I'm a
don't
big fan of
think we
FanDuel. I like the kind of cool prop
Right.
bets they do. I know Barstool has gone away from using
Right.
FanDuel because now they are at Penn National. But I think they do have pretty cool like prop bets on there that they used to have through Barstool. But I just didn't know how that was all going to work. Really, I don't care. I'm just excited to be able to go to like Joliet and be able to make a sports bet.
I think it depends on like what state like FanDuel's licensed in. Because when I was in Indiana, like DraftKings had Indiana, so all the Indiana stuff was all through DraftKings. You could do DraftKings Mobile. So I think it just depends on the licenses that they have for each state.
Okay.
So maybe we'll be a DraftKings state, might be a FanDuel state, might be a no state, just might be a sports betting state, but we'll see.
We'll see about that. Well, let's.
As of right now, Illinois residents use DraftKings and FanDuel for gambling, but there is a movement online to get that added to the gambling package.
As a morning show full of degenerates, we are very excited for sports gambling.
Understatement.
Very excited for sports gambling to get going. This next subject is another kind of a sore subject for maybe one of the guys on the show, a horse racing doping scheme. I thought that was a pretty cool name that I just took from the internet. But I don't really know the full details of it, but there's a lot of like steroids and
Real shitty
performance
stuff.
enhancing drugs being put into these horses from their trainers. The trainers have been indicted. I don't know what the like jail time is on these charges or anything, but it's pretty disgusting to see. As fans of horse racing and watching the horse racing, you never want to see something like this. It's a beautiful sport. If you were looking at the training that goes into it and the amount of time that goes into training these horses, but with the stuff you're seeing right now, it's just not a good look for the sport of horse racing.
Are they just like shooting them up with like cocaine or what?
No, it's got to be like.
What do you?
I mean, from what I could gather, probably like I would liken it to a cyclist doing like the blood doping thing.
Oh, okay.
Where they're just getting the horses that they get more oxygen quicker.
It's pretty much making
during
their
the race.
hearts like go at a rapid pace while they're racing.
That's what I can
to get
gather,
them to go faster.
But like,
and that
right,
could,
that's the thing, like, and they're saying,
and
like,
the thing is, if at any point during that race it could kill them, like that's very dangerous.
Yeah, that's one of those things where like if I'm training like one of you guys for a boxing match, and I'm like, hey, you know, this is illegal. I'm going to shoot you up with X, Y, and Z, and you might die, but it'll look really good if you win.
But the thing about it is, we are human beings, and we can reject that. This is a horse that has no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
like,
that has no say in the matter.
We don't. I'm not saying. I'm not like saying anything was wrong with that, Pico. I'm just saying like this horse is defenseless. Like it has no idea what's going on. And you are feeding it something into its body that could kill it at any point, and I think that's disgusting. And I think that I don't know what like I said, I don't really know what the charges bring with jail time and everything, but
it's all alleged. But like we do this as a very like an entertainment thing. We're not trying to get rich or anything, but these guys have money and are trying to make a lot more money off of these horses. So what they're doing is like.
Like I say with
and we're sitting here just betting on them, like having fun, but these guys are like really
screwing. Horse gambling is, like I said, a tradition that's very old. Like if people have horse gambling's been around forever. Horse racing has been around for a long time, and I just think that, like I said, what we do is fun. Like you said, it's you of all people, Pigoy, are the one that get the most into it, and you're really into like the sport of it. It's just something that like I guess they've said that there's been rumors about this for quite a while, but like I said, is it FBI that got involved with it?
Yeah, it was a federal indictment. Like these guys are like indicted to appear, so it's kind of a big deal
for. Well, and like you said about the sport, though, Zach, this is like also just kind of piling on because the sport in the last 2 years, they've had that one track in California where like 27 horses have been put down after races. I mean, it's just another outlet of bad press that the sport doesn't really need.
What was the horse that we bet on in the Saudi Cup that won? Was that horse in trouble for something also in the past?
No, so that horse was the one in the Kentucky Derby last year that got disqualified, and then he is one of the horses that the trainers might have been doing something with.
It's just crazy, and like I said, we'll see where that goes from there. But let's move on. Kobe White is finally making his first start of his NBA career after, I don't know, did he get?
Oh, it's fuck. God,
he's got to be up there for NBA Rookie of the Month. He's had 3 straight games with 30 points or more.
He was the NBA Rookie of the Month in February.
That's what I thought.
In the East, yeah.
And it's just unbelievable that it's taken this
Jim
long.
Boylan must be listening to the show, because we've been complaining about this for months. Jim Boylan must be tuning into the TCF
I think he's been maybe tuning
show,
into anything that you can hear in Chicago because people have been asking. And Thomas Satoransky can't shoot. He can't shoot. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but he can't make a basket. He's so bad. Like,
it's great that this is finally happening, but why is this happening in the middle of March?
Because
we had 6 months to prepare for this.
Somebody in the front office maybe like, we should probably do this by now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it really goes to how bad they are as a front office and a coaching staff, that this guy who is the one good thing that's been going on with his team, and we are just now giving him his first start. It's stupid. Honestly, it's very stupid.
But better late than never, I guess. In the same
I guess in a way, you can say he earned it. I don't know. I don't know what the point of the whole thing was.
I mean, the kid he's doing exactly what
Yeah,
he
it
needs
isn't
to.
his
Yes,
fault.
he
It's not
has
his
his
fault.
we still forget that he's 19
It's
years
not
old.
his fault that the coaching staff and the organization that he went to is just not right. It's not right now. It's just it's all wrong. And the thing, and like I said, after the Hawks too, both of these franchises are going to have to pretty much clean house.
Yeah, somebody's gonna. We talked about it, yesterday on the show. We didn't, but like somebody's head's got to roll in both organizations. I
There's a
think
lot of jobs up for grabs. I think here in the front offices of the Blackhawks and the Chicago Bulls this offseason, or not. Who knows? We don't know with these owners. We don't know what they are going to do. So Kobe White making his first start. We're all excited. Finally, after I don't know how many. It's got to be 50-something games into the year.
if not more than that.
And we are finally getting Kobe White's first start. Good job, Jim Boylan. Thank you for figuring out you got to
64 games into the
there we
season.
Go. It only took you 64 games. College basketball, as we are recording this right now, the Gonzaga is only up 1 to San Fran with about 9 minutes left in the second half. So,
I've got the San Fran's got a lead, but I might be a little behind.
Watching it on ESPN.
Okay. Yeah,
I think they're about to make some free throws or something here. But San Fran is keeping it close here against the number 1 team. They're number 1 team in the nation, aren't they? Number 2 is Kansas.
Number 2.
1? Okay.
Kansas is number 1. Yeah.
A team like San Fran, just to play with this team, it's got to be exciting for them to knock them out of the tournament. This early would have to be the earliest Gonzaga's been out of the tournament in a long time in the conference tournament. When did this one start?
Yeah.
This one had to start this weekend, right?
Yeah. The first 2 rounds were Saturday, Sunday, and then semifinals today, championship tomorrow. Big shout out. Kind of a local UIC punching a ticket to the conference the Horizon League conference championship, knocking off a very, very good Wright State team.
6-point underdogs going into that game and won pretty handedly.
Yes, won by 17. So they will get the winner of somebody's playing right now. I just had this. Northern Kentucky, and Green Bay. So good on the UIC Flames. That's impressive.
Show we did not put out that Bradley made the tournament for back-to-back years, winning the Missouri Valley again. So exciting for Bradley to get back into the tournament again. Like I said, I kind of get confused by some of these tournaments. You don't know when they start, when they're going to end.
Yeah. The double buys and the weird starts. But NIU playing I said NIU plays tomorrow in the quarterfinals, and I just found out they will get Miami of Ohio, who I saw NIU beat already this year.
Today.
That game tomorrow.
Come on, Boomy.
Yes, today. It doesn't say. I'm sorry. Kidding. I'm not actually. It doesn't have it on my app what time that game is tomorrow, but that should be a winnable game for the Huskies if they can get around after their embarrassing on Friday. But Illinois will start off here on Friday
after a big win. AO got a first team All Big Ten, so that's big for them. Kofi,
he's so good.
Kofi got the freshman of the year in the Big Ten, well deserved, a dominant force for Illinois this year. Has been fun to watch.
No, I was wrong. I'm sorry. NIU doesn't play till Thursday at 1:30. I forgot they do like the first round, and then they give 2 days off to travel to Cleveland, and then they start the actual tournament.
They're going to get all ready to watch it, Boomy. What else we got? Like any other team in Illinois that could possibly make the tournament?
I'm
not sure. Like I said,
probably not.
We did not give Bradley the love that they should have
pretty early,
as being one of the teams that.
Yeah, I always forget about Bradley.
15 seed last year.
Yeah, and they almost beat Michigan State.
That's right.
They gave him a game. They gave him a game.
They were up at half.
The first time they've gone back-to-back years since 1953. And Boomy said they once won the NIT when the NIT was second. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think the NIT will be exciting again this year too. Like we said, there's a lot of good teams that will not be in the tournament just because of how everything.
A lot of big names too, like Minnesota and I'm trying to think.
Carolina.
North Carolina will not be in the NIT. They are I
thought you were talking about the NIT. Sorry.
Even the NIT and North Carolina is not going to get invited to the NIT. They're like 12 and 18.
They wouldn't go anyway.
I would think you'd have to.
No, they are. Even if they do get, they're not going to accept an invite to the NIT.
No.
I don't think they're in either way.
Well, I guess we'll see if they get the invite or not. Let's see how they do in the tournament. Maybe they make the tournament, Boomy.
Well, they ain't going to the fucking CBI, wherever the hell that is.
No, Royal just cut. He's not going to play in the NIT. After what happened to Calipari, and remember when Kentucky went to the NIT? Yeah. This was like my senior year of college. I went to the NIT, and they got upset by like Monmouth or somebody.
Monmouth too, because Kentucky's
court that's how the first round works.
No, it was because Kentucky's court was being used.
Yep. That's right. I forgot about that. But yeah, I don't know if North Carolina will accept that.
I don't think so. But I was just saying, like that was crazy how that
worked out. That was.
Yeah, they had to go 2 there, and it was like a gym that maybe had
it was Robert Morris, if I remember
a few thousand people in there.
I think you are right.
Robert Morris, but has like 4 locations in the state of Illinois.
Weren't expecting to need to have a home game at that point of the season, so like they had already had like renovations ready for the court.
Was it that or was it a concert?
Maybe a concert or something, but they were not able to use the court.
Better if it was a concert.
They got bumped for like Drake or somebody.
Katy Perry.
That'd be even better.
The coronavirus, boys. It's getting into the major sports. Locker room media access has been restricted for the 4 major sports: Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, and NHL. They have all shut the doors in the locker room to the media because of the coronavirus. We are also maybe looking at no fans at basketball games. I don't know if you guys saw the picture. I think it was a Japanese baseball game today where there was no fans at it, and it was just the mascot just sitting in all the seats all lonely with nobody there. But
it's so sad.
What do you guys think of this?
Well, the entire country of Italy is going to be quarantined starting on Tuesday.
No fans at those soccer games.
And literally just got announced while we were recording this, Coachella has been postponed until October. So this must be getting
I mean, that's crazy, though, if you really do think about it. That is like one of
What will we do without the Instagram post from Coachella?
Oh, I can't live.
How about old guys, get off your porches for a second here. Let me really talk about this and say that it's actually a big deal. Like, that's humongous that is being pushed back. That's just like millions of dollars. Performers are going to have to change their schedules and everything. Like, I guess it's getting pretty serious. I don't know. Like we said.
I also saw that the torch lighting ceremony for the Olympics, they're only allowing 100 credentialed media members in.
It's getting crazy. This is
getting
crazy.
It is. It is. And then today, of course, if you saw, or Monday, of course, if you saw in the news, a cruise ship that has people quarantined on it because they have coronavirus. It was docking in San Francisco. So yeah, that's yikes.
I mean, Zach is already very bummed that he cannot follow the Jenner girls' Instagrams from Coachella. I know he's very bummed out.
Gosh, yes, I am. But I don't know why you guys are so happy that the freaking Coachella's canceled. This is big.
I'll be honest, I'm not happy about it, obviously, but like I didn't realize Coachella was like so.
I don't know what it is, so I don't know how to care about it.
It is a big deal. Like a lot of the celebrities do go to it. So I do. I think, but what I'm talking about is that's a big event to get moved. Like there has to be some real fear that this is.
There are allegedly contingency plans in every major sport.
Hey, guess who will not be playing? LeBron will not be playing.
Well,
that's true.
Like I said, The
LeBron,
Italian
yeah,
soccer
right.
league.
He said
The enormous
he
Italian
will,
soccer league is not playing games with any fans in
if
it.
you want to
Yeah,
watch the
that-
video back, Boomy, he said he will not play in front of no fans. He said that. I'm gonna say
Well,
he
then I
said
support
that.
it. Can you imagine, like, if the first round of the NCAA tournament has to happen with nobody in the crowd?
I don't know if you guys listen to Pick Central, but Brandon Walker, if March Madness is canceled because of the coronavirus, I may have I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna riot.
I might
I'm
have
gonna
to
be
move
very
to
mad.
Canada. Yes. If that happens, I'll know it's serious, and then maybe I'll start.
No, I will
starting my
never give this
preparations. So.
that kind of. I'm not gonna give that my kind of like fear. I have enough anxiety with other stuff. I'm not letting the coronavirus get me.
You guys see what's happening to the price
going
of
way
hand
up.
sanitizer? You literally have to pay like $40 for a bottle of hand sanitizer.
I'm gonna check it right now.
It is like I was looking it up with some people the other day, and like they sell like the little mini ones. You can buy them in like 30 packs, and they're like $108.
Over it, dude. I'm so
Jesus
over
Christ.
it.
Yeah,
It was
it's insane.
WMB LLC 1 natural hand sanitizer kit massage bowl lamp blah 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 $55.
Yes, exactly. There's no, and then like there's
What in the
sign at
world?
every Walmart that like you can only buy one hand sanitizer at a time. Stock. I literally saw someone who works at like Menards in Peoria. Like the Peoria Menards literally had a Facebook post like, "We have hand sanitizer in stock. Limit one per customer."
I hate this.
This is
This is
getting out of
stupid.
hand.
I'm so mad about that. Like, this is unbelievable.
It's crazy, dude. Crazy.
I guess I shouldn't.
Speaking of that,
I
well-
shouldn't be that way either, but I am that way. It's the flu.
Well, imagine. Like, here's the thing. If you're a Boomy shared today, if you're a kid in like a line at mass when the fucking priest
Oh.
has
Yeah.
coronavirus and gives you the wafer, and oh my god, you want to talk about your all-time holy shit moments?
Unbelievable that you would like not think about that.
You want to talk about a blessing you need, right?
And like I
mean,
said,
oh,
the one
yeah.
thing about the coronavirus is it's like super contagious, I think is what they say. So that's the big fear of it, and there's no like vaccination for it. But I don't know.
oh my god,
We're canceling stuff, and this is getting crazy. Getting crazy.
it's
Like you said, if it starts to affect the March Madness, that's when I'm gonna start it's gonna get like, what is going on
I'll
here?
get a little more panicky if there's a case in like the Illinois Valley.
yes. Or any of our gambling things, we can't. So we need to
No.
stay away.
Boomy, do you have a wacky web story for us?
And today is a respect the hustle kind of moment. There is a man who is a postal worker. He delivers mail for a living, rain or shine, he's out there doing his job. But he has actually just picked up a 6-month prison sentence because he was not just happy with his pension and everything that was going on at the post office. He was slinging dope as he was walking along his route. He was a mailman / drug delivery guy. He was selling weed to people as he was making his route. This out of Huntington, West Virginia.
Does this sound
which I
like an
can't-
entrepreneur to you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't record or didn't air it, but we talked about last night about the guy who was given 30 days in jail for licking a thing of ice cream and putting it back at Walmart.
That guy deserves jail
Yes.
time.
Throw him away and
That guy sucks.
swallow the key.
This guy's just
But
trying
this guy,
to make people
this
happy
guy
on
is out here
his.
just trying to hustle, slinging a little weed. All right, it's entrepreneurship.
Like, come on, man. Like, this is.
And this guy's 55. Like, I don't
Did he
know.
hurt anybody?
I feel
Did it
almost
hurt
feel
anybody's
bad
feelings?
for him.
Did anyone get hurt in the process of him selling this marijuana?
I don't believe it happened from 2015 to 2018. Is believed he distributed over 175 pounds of marijuana in this time.
That's
If he
efficient.
gets
Yeah.
we gotta keep track of this. If this guy gets a larger sentence fine than the guy who licked the ice cream, we need to talk to somebody because
Oh, it's a 5-month more sentence because the guy that licked the ice cream only got
Oh
30
my
days. This guy got
gosh,
6 months.
that's-
Oh, this is bullshit.
Ice cream liquor should have gotten six
Years.
months. This guy may really have to do it 30 days. I'm
6
okay with.
years. If you are going to lick my ice cream and knowingly put it back, come on, man.
I want 6 life sentences if I'm the one that ate that ice cream.
God, freak out. That would be insane. That'd be insane.
Yeah. So, Michael Morton, 55 of Huntington. Respect the hustle, man.
Just out here trying to make some money. Come on. Anything
Yeah.
post-show, boys? Oh, like
Covered a lot of the
tonight
coronavirus stuff.
We are going to the Indian Creek Aurora Christian Super Sectional at the NIU Convention Center. I know Boomy will be there. I know there's going to be a lot of local people in the area. What did you say? 1,500 tickets got sold by Indian Creek?
Yeah, I believe Indian Creek posted that they had sold all 1,400 tickets they were allotted to sell. But the NIU Convention Center or Convocation Center, you messed me up earlier saying that, can hold like 10,000 people. So convention center is like where you have like trade shows. And
what is it?
Convention. Convocation.
I got you. Now you're gonna be saying it. I'm gonna ask you like every 10 minutes tomorrow, and I'm gonna ask you to say the name of it.
I'm just gonna ignore you.
I couldn't spell it, but I
no
pronounce it.
No, I could definitely not spell it.
But
that'll be a good time. A lot of local fans will be there. Like I said, the big time, the Big Ten and all those ones. Those kind of start here in the next few days, right?
Yeah. The Big Ten kicks off Wednesday.
And you said NIU plays Thursday. So we got conference tournaments coming up here throughout the week, and then we'll have selection Sunday. March Madness is closer and closer now with the sports betting being legal in Illinois. Get out to your local casinos, make some bets, make some futures on some teams if you'd like. I don't know. I would say if you're kind of into sports gambling or whatever, just kind of go to the sports book and check it out. It's a good time. You can make easy to make
$20, put a little bet in, and have a fun night.
Easy to make a bet there, especially with the kiosks there. Kiosks? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Kiosk.
I think that's a really good idea. What they did with that, you don't have to wait in line and everything. You can make a quick bet. You can see it all there, so you don't have to say all the numbers to the guy if you're not really that much into betting. And so I always know I usually know what to say or whatever, but sometimes you kind of get rattled when you get up to the window and you quickly have to say your bets. So I think that the kiosk being there is it's going to be good for people. And I said, if you go out, if you're at the casino, go maybe make a bet if you're there. Go sit down. Like I said, Pigoy said, the sports books look real nice there, especially the ones at Rivers Casino. So go out and just check them out as you get around to the casinos in Illinois. Anything else, boys? Post show.
Let's get some college hoops winners this week.
Yeah, stay away from the losses. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I would definitely stay away from the losses.
Easier said than done as of late. February kind of kicked my teeth in.
And also, if you're a baseball fan and you're just kind of looking for a good Twitter account to follow the 2020 Astro Shame Tour Twitter account. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Because
tag those guys tomorrow in our tweet, by the way.
Yeah, because I really do think what they're doing is pretty funny, and it's all these people that are getting mad about some of the stuff that's going on. Like, these guys are not remorseful at all, and it's going to be all season long. This stuff's going to happen. There's going to be garbage cans getting banged on, and I've seen signs of people telling them what pitches are coming, this and that. So I'm excited for that, and I think that's a great Twitter account to follow if you're trying to keep up on all the Astros news that's going to be going on, especially once the season starts. It's just going to get worse and worse.
As
it's going to be hilarious.
Funny.
As it should. Because screw those guys.
Funny stuff. Well, thank you to our sponsors, The Muddy Otter. Go to themuddy.otter.com. Check them out on there. Like I said, it's their 1-year anniversary was Monday. So if you go and you check out, type in 1 year in all caps, and you'll get 40% off of your one item. You get one item for the 40% off at the themuddyotter.com. Check them out on there. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. They got some big news coming up here in the next week or so. So check them out, themuddyotter.com. Also, thank you to Score Trader. Go on to the Apple Store. Type in Score Trader, download the app, play for free, make an account on there, and like you said, get into some politics if you're kind of into politics, or you're trying to get into politics, or into stocks, or if you're into daily fantasy, any kind of that kind of stuff, and you're trying to keep up on some of this politics stuff. Go on to their Apple Store, Score Trader. Download the app, make an account for free, and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you to the Muddy Otter and Score Trader. Thank you to Pigoy at TCF Pigoy and Boomy at Boomy TCF for joining me tonight. I am Zach Lilia. You can follow me at Z Lilia, Lilja TCF. The main page is at typical_Chicago. Instagram, Facebook, Typical Chicago Fans. Follow us on there. YouTube, type in Typical Chicago Fans and subscribe to the YouTube page on there, Typical Chicago Fans. And then wherever you get your podcast from, Apple, Spotify, Spreaker, type in Typical Chicago Fans. You'll find us on there. If you're on Apple, subscribe, rate, review. And if you're on Spotify, follow, review. And if you're anywhere else, just type in Typical Chicago Fans and do what you got to do. Anything else, boys?
Let's have a Tuesday.
Let's have a Tuesday.
Have Tuesday.
This has been
Go Timberwolves.
Oh, let's go. This has been the TCF Morning Show, Tuesday, March 10th. We love you all.
Peace.